Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today. I want to talk to you about something that's deep in our hearts, something that connects us all. Trust in your prayers. Now, let me tell you, life can throw us some curveballs. You know what I mean? We all face challenges, big ones, small ones, and everything in between. But through it all, there's one thing we have that can guide us and lift us up: our prayers. Trusting that your prayers are heard is foundational to cultivating a strong spiritual life. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to feel disconnected, especially when we're facing difficulties. We may find ourselves questioning the power of our prayers, wondering if anyone or anything is truly listening. This doubt can be disheartening, but the truth is that trust in prayer is a vital component of faith and resilience. When you pray, you engage in a deeply personal conversation with something greater than yourself. It's a moment of vulnerability where you lay your hopes, fears, and desires bare. But often, after that moment of earnest supplication, you might find yourself waiting for answers, waiting for signs, waiting for relief. In this waiting period, it can be all too tempting to feel ignored or unheard. Yet, it's essential to understand that the timing of responses is not always aligned with our expectations. Think of prayer as a request sent into the universe, much like sending a letter. Once you've sent it, you trust that it's on its way. But unlike regular mail, you don't always get an immediate reply, and sometimes the response might come in unexpected forms. This requires a leap of faith, an understanding that there is a larger plan at play, even if you can't see it at the moment. The universe operates on a different timeline, one that may not align with our impatience. This trust is nurtured by reflecting on past experiences. Think back to moments in your life when you prayed for something and eventually received it. Perhaps not in the way you anticipated, but still in a way that ultimately brought you fulfillment or growth. Those moments are reminders that the answers to our prayers might come disguised as challenges or opportunities. In hindsight, many people can see that what they once deemed a setback turned out to be a necessary step on their journey. Moreover, trusting your prayers means letting go of the need to control every outcome. This can be particularly hard for those of us who are naturally inclined to plan and strategize. It involves surrendering the notion that you must have all the answers right now. Instead, you embrace uncertainty with the understanding that it can lead to personal transformation. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting that something greater is in charge, allowing you to focus on what you can control: your attitude, your actions, and your mindset. Another crucial aspect of trusting your prayers is cultivating patience. In a world where instant gratification is the norm, waiting can feel excruciating. However, it is often in the waiting that our character is built and our resolve is tested. Patience teaches us resilience and helps us appreciate the journey rather than fixating solely on the destination. It is during this time of waiting that we can also find opportunities for growth. We can reflect on our lives, reassess our priorities, and develop a deeper understanding of what truly matters. When you trust in your prayers, you also cultivate a mindset of expectancy. Expectancy doesn't mean you will always receive what you ask for, but it does mean you're open to the possibilities. You approach each day with a sense of hope, knowing that the universe is always working behind the scenes. This hopeful mindset can shift your perspective, helping you notice the small blessings and synchronicities that might otherwise go unnoticed. It's essential to create space in your life for this trust to flourish. Make prayer a regular practice, not just a last resort. When you incorporate prayer into your daily routine, it becomes a source of strength and comfort. The more you engage with it, the more you reinforce your belief in its power. This consistent practice helps to deepen your connection to the divine, fostering a relationship built on mutual understanding and respect. In moments of doubt, return to your intentions and remind yourself of the power of trust. Use affirmations or journaling to reinforce this belief. Surround yourself with supportive communities that share your values and can uplift you during challenging times. By fostering a supportive environment, you reinforce the notion that you are not alone, and this can enhance your trust in the efficacy of your prayers. Ultimately, trusting in your prayers is a journey of faith, patience, and openness. It requires a willingness to believe that you are heard and that there is a greater plan for your life. This trust transforms your perspective, allowing you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. Viewing prayers as seeds that take time to grow is a profound concept that can reshape how we approach our spiritual practice. Just like a gardener planting seeds in the soil, when we pray, we are sowing intentions and desires into the universe. However, this process is not instantaneous. It requires patience, nurturing, and faith. The idea of prayer as a seed encourages us to embrace the natural cycle of growth and transformation, understanding that not all results are visible immediately. When you plant a seed, you don't dig it up every day to check its progress. You water it, provide it with sunlight, and trust that, given the right conditions, it will grow into something beautiful. Similarly, when we pray, we need to cultivate an environment where our intentions can flourish. This involves maintaining a positive mindset, surrounding ourselves with supportive influences, and remaining open to possibilities. The act of planting a seed is an exercise in faith, believing that something wonderful will emerge, even when it's hidden beneath the surface. It's important to acknowledge that not all seeds sprout at the same rate. Some may take weeks, while others could take months or even years to reach their full potential. This variation mirrors our experiences with prayer. Sometimes we may receive quick answers to our prayers, while at other times the response may feel delayed or absent. This disparity can lead to frustration and doubt, but understanding that growth takes time can help us maintain our faith. We need to remember that the delay doesn't negate the power of our prayers. It simply means the timing is different. Consider the different conditions that affect the growth of a seed. Factors like soil quality, water availability, and sunlight play a crucial role in how well a seed thrives. In the same way, the environment we create for our prayers impacts their manifestation. Cultivating an inner garden of positivity, gratitude, and resilience can enhance our spiritual journey. Practicing gratitude, for instance, acts like fertilizer, enriching our mental and emotional soil, allowing our prayers to take root more deeply. Moreover, the process of growth involves challenges. Just as seeds face obstacles like pests or harsh weather, we encounter difficulties in life that can test our faith. These challenges are part of the journey and often serve as opportunities for growth and learning. When we face setbacks, we can choose to see them as part of the natural cycle of life rather than as reasons to lose hope. Embracing challenges as a necessary part of the growth process can help us develop resilience and deepen our understanding of ourselves and our connection to the divine. As we nurture our seeds, we also learn to let go of control. In gardening, there comes a point where you have to trust the process and allow nature to take its course. Similarly, in prayer, it's essential to surrender the outcome. We can plan our intentions, but how and when they manifest is often beyond our control. This surrender doesn't mean we stop caring or stop taking action. Instead, it means we relinquish the need to micromanage every detail. Trusting the timing of the universe can be liberating, allowing us to focus on our growth rather than becoming fixated on the end result. Another vital aspect of viewing prayers as seeds is understanding that some seeds may not grow as we expect. Sometimes, what we think we want isn't what we truly need. The universe often has a way of redirecting our intentions toward what serves our highest good. Just as a gardener might find that a particular seed doesn't thrive, but is surprised by the beauty of another plant that emerges, we too can discover unexpected blessings along our journey. These surprises can lead to new paths and opportunities that align more closely with our true purpose. To further nurture our prayer seeds, it's helpful to engage in regular reflection. Taking time to evaluate our intentions and how they align with our values can help us stay grounded in our spiritual practice. Journaling about our prayers and the feelings associated with them can provide insights and clarity, revealing how our desires evolve over time. This practice of reflection not only helps us track our growth, but also reinforces our connection to the process of nurturing our prayers. Ultimately, embracing the concept of prayers as seed encourages us to cultivate a sense of patience and faith. It reminds us that our intentions, once planted, are on a journey of their own. As a gardener tends to their plants with love and care, we must nurture our prayers with hope, trust, and unwavering belief in the possibilities that lie ahead. Practicing gratitude alongside your prayers is a transformative approach that can deepen your spiritual connection and enrich your life. Gratitude is more than just a fleeting feeling. It is a powerful practice that shifts your mindset and opens you to the abundance around you. When combined with prayer, gratitude creates a fertile ground for your intentions to flourish, enhancing the effectiveness of your spiritual efforts. At its core, gratitude is about recognizing and appreciating the good in our lives. It encourages us to focus on what we have rather than what we lack. In moments of prayer, when we express our desires and needs, it can be easy to become fixated on what's missing. However, when we incorporate gratitude, we remind ourselves of the blessings we already possess. This shift in focus can change the energy surrounding our prayers. Instead of a mindset of scarcity, we cultivate one of abundance. This abundance mindset opens our hearts to receive more blessings, creating a positive feedback loop between what we express in our prayers and, moreover, gratitude enhances our emotional well-being. Numerous studies have shown that practicing gratitude can lead to increased happiness, reduced stress, and improved mental health. When we express thanks, whether in prayer or daily life, we activate a sense of joy and contentment. This emotional uplift not only makes us more resilient in facing challenges, but also aligns us with higher frequencies of love and positivity. This alignment can amplify our prayers, creating a harmonious resonance with the universe. The energy we emit when we are grateful can attract more of what we desire, transforming our lives in unexpected ways. In the context of prayer, gratitude acts as a catalyst for deeper connection. When we take the time to thank the universe, God, or whatever higher power we believe in for our blessings, we establish a relational dynamic. It's not just about asking for help, it's about building a dialogue. This dialogue fosters trust and strengthens our faith. As we acknowledge the good in our lives, we cultivate a sense of reciprocity with the divine. We come to understand that our relationship with a higher power is not one-sided. It's a partnership built on mutual appreciation and respect. Incorporating gratitude into our prayers can take many forms. One effective method is to start each prayer with an expression of thanks. Before diving into our requests or intentions, we can reflect on the aspects of our lives that we are grateful for, no matter how small they may seem. This practice can ground us in the present moment, shifting our perspective away from anxiety and worry. It reminds us that even in difficult times, there are always glimmers of hope and joy to be found. Another way to practice gratitude in prayer is to keep a gratitude journal. Taking a few moments each day to write down what we are thankful for can enhance our awareness of the positive aspects of our lives. When we reflect on these entries during our prayer time, we create a robust context for our intentions. By acknowledging what is already good in our lives, we set the stage for future blessings. This simple practice can help us maintain a sense of wonder and appreciation, fostering a deeper connection to our prayers. It's also important to express gratitude for the challenges we face. This might sound counterintuitive, but viewing obstacles as opportunities for growth can profoundly shift our mindset. When we encounter difficulties, we can thank them for the lessons they teach us. By embracing this perspective, we cultivate resilience and strength, transforming our trials into stepping stones toward our goals. This approach not only enhances our spiritual practice, but also helps us navigate life with grace and understanding. As we practice gratitude in conjunction with our prayers, we create a rich tapestry of intention and appreciation. This interconnectedness allows us to recognize that our desires are part of a larger narrative, one that involves growth, learning, and connection. We become aware that every prayer is an invitation to participate in this journey, contributing our intentions while simultaneously honoring the abundance we already possess. In summary, integrating gratitude into our prayer life is a powerful practice that can lead to profound transformations. It shifts our focus from lack to abundance, enhances our emotional well-being, and fosters a deeper connection with the divine. By cultivating gratitude, we not only enrich our spiritual practice, but also create a positive ripple effect that touches every aspect of our lives. This practice serves as a reminder that every moment, every experience, and every prayer holds the potential for growth and blessing. Being specific in your requests during prayer while also leaving room for unexpected blessings is an essential balance that can profoundly affect your spiritual practice and personal growth. When you articulate your desires clearly, you create a focused intention that allows you to engage more deeply with your prayers. Specificity can clarify what you truly want and direct your energy toward achieving those goals. However, the beauty of this practice lies in maintaining an open heart and mind, ready to embrace whatever comes your way, even if it differs from your original intentions. When you pray specifically, you articulate your hopes, dreams, and needs in a clear manner. This clarity serves not only as a communication tool, but also as a way to hold yourself accountable. It requires introspection and self-awareness, compelling you to ask, what do I truly desire? By taking the time to define your intentions, you create a roadmap for yourself, one that can guide you on your journey. This process can be incredibly empowering as it encourages you to take ownership of your life and choices. Specific prayers can also help you recognize the progress you make. When you define your goals, you create benchmarks against which you can measure your growth. This practice allows you to celebrate small victories along the way, enhancing your sense of gratitude and fulfillment. When you see the manifestations of your prayers, no matter how small, it reinforces your faith in the process and encourages you to continue on your spiritual path. However, while specificity is crucial, it's equally important to remain open to the unexpected. Life is full of surprises, and often the most profound blessings come in forms we could never have anticipated. When we become too rigid in our requests, we risk missing out on opportunities that may lead us to greater fulfillment. Being open to the unexpected allows us to cultivate flexibility in our lives. This flexibility enables us to adapt to change, embrace new experiences, and ultimately discover paths that resonate more closely with our true selves. The willingness to accept surprises in the manifestation of your prayers also reflects a deep level of trust in the universe or divine timing. It's an acknowledgement that there may be a greater plan at play, one that we might not fully comprehend at the moment. This trust is a key component of faith. It requires us to surrender the need for control and allow the unfolding of life's events to guide us. By doing so, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities, inviting serendipity into our lives. To strike this balance between specificity and openness, consider adopting a practice of dual intention setting. Begin by writing down your specific desires. These could be related to your career, relationships, health, or personal growth. Be clear and detailed, outlining what you want and why it matters to you. This exercise helps to solidify your intentions and gives your prayers focus. Next, pair your specific request with a statement of openness. For instance, after outlining what you want, you might add, "I am open to receiving this or something even better." This affirmation serves as a reminder that while you have clear goals, you trust that the universe may deliver something more aligned with your higher good. This practice allows you to stay rooted in your desires while simultaneously relinquishing the need to dictate how they will manifest. Additionally, embracing a mindset of curiosity can enhance your ability to welcome unexpected blessings. Rather than approaching life with rigid expectations, adopt a sense of wonder and excitement. When you encounter obstacles or situations that differ from your prayers, instead of feeling disheartened, ask yourself what opportunities might be hidden within these experiences. This curiosity can lead to unexpected growth and insights that may ultimately contribute to your spiritual journey. Another way to cultivate this balance is through regular reflection. Take time to assess how your specific prayers are unfolding and whether you're remaining open to new possibilities. Journaling can be a valuable tool in this regard, allowing you to track your intentions and the manifestations that arise, whether they align with your requests or take unexpected forms. Reflecting on these experiences can provide insights into how you can further refine your approach to prayer. In summary, being specific in your requests while leaving room for unexpected blessings creates a dynamic and enriching prayer practice. It empowers you to clarify your intentions while fostering a sense of openness and trust in the journey. This balance invites you to engage deeply with your desires and to embrace the beauty of life's unpredictability. By cultivating this duality, you not only enhance your spiritual practice, but also enrich your overall experience of life. Combining faith with action is a powerful principle that can significantly impact our lives and spiritual journeys. When we pray for something, it is easy to fall into the trap of thinking that the act of prayer alone will bring about the changes we desire. However, true transformation often requires us to actively participate in our lives and take steps toward our goals. This principle emphasizes that faith is not a passive endeavor. It calls for a dynamic interplay between belief and action. At the heart of this concept is the understanding that prayer is not just about asking for help or guidance. It is also about taking responsibility for our own lives. When we pray for a specific outcome, we must recognize that we have a role to play in bringing that outcome to fruition. This involves setting intentions and creating actionable steps that align with our prayers. For example, if you are praying for a new job, you can take proactive measures such as updating your resume, networking, and seeking out opportunities. These actions not only demonstrate your commitment to your prayers, but also open up avenues for the universe to respond. Faith without action can often lead to frustration. When we solely rely on prayer without engaging in the necessary steps to achieve our desires, we may find ourselves feeling stuck or disillusioned. It's important to remember that prayer is just one part of the equation. The universe responds to our intentions, but it often requires us to meet those intentions with effort and determination. This synergy between faith and action amplifies our prayers and propels us toward our goals. Taking action also fosters a sense of empowerment. When we actively pursue our dreams and aspirations, we cultivate a feeling of agency in our lives. This empowerment can boost our confidence and reinforce our belief in the power of our prayers. Each step we take in alignment with our intentions reinforces the notion that we are co-creators of our reality, capable of manifesting our desires through both spiritual and physical efforts. Moreover, engaging in action allows us to align our lives with our values and passions. When we take concrete steps toward our prayers, we often uncover deeper layers of ourselves, our motivations, our strengths, and our areas for growth. This self-discovery is invaluable as it helps us refine our goals and aspirations. The journey of taking action can be as important as the destination itself, offering lessons and insights that contribute to our personal development. It's also essential to embrace the idea that action doesn't always have to be grand or monumental. Small, consistent steps can lead to significant changes over time. For instance, if you're praying for improved health, incorporating simple daily habits like drinking more water, going for walks, or practicing mindfulness can make a difference. These small actions accumulate, creating a ripple effect that can transform your overall well-being. It's about cultivating a mindset of progress rather than perfection, recognizing that every little bit counts. While it's crucial to take action, it's equally important to remain adaptable. Sometimes the steps we take may not yield the results we anticipated. This is where trust in the process becomes essential. When you engage in action alongside your prayers, you may encounter setbacks or challenges. Instead of viewing these obstacles as failures, consider them as opportunities for growth. Each challenge can teach us valuable lessons that refine our understanding of our desires and motivation. Being open to adjusting our actions in response to life's unfolding can enhance our journey and lead us to new paths we may not have considered. Additionally, accountability can play a significant role in combining faith with action. Sharing your intentions and goals with others can create a support system that encourages you to take steps towards your prayers. Whether it's friends, family, or a spiritual community, having people who believe in your vision can inspire you to stay committed and motivated. Their support can serve as a reminder of your intentions, helping you navigate obstacles and celebrate successes along the way. In conclusion, the interplay between faith and action is a vital component of our spiritual and personal journeys. By recognizing that our prayers require us to actively participate in our lives, we empower ourselves to co-create our reality. Taking action alongside our prayers not only enhances our sense of agency, but also allows us to grow and learn in meaningful ways. This dynamic relationship fosters resilience, adaptability, and ultimately leads us closer to our dreams and aspirations. When we embrace this principle, we transform our prayer life from a passive wish list into an active, empowering process of creation. Understanding that you are not alone on your journey and that the universe is supporting you is a profound realization that can transform how you approach life, especially in times of difficulty. It's easy to feel isolated when facing challenges or pursuing your dreams, but recognizing that there is a greater presence guiding and supporting you can instill a sense of comfort, hope, and resilience. This belief in a supportive universe invites us to engage more deeply with our spiritual practices and encourages us to trust in the process of life